obviously, I'm encouraged by the way we played the last 3 quarters of the second half. I thought our fight was really good. You know, the disappointing thing was that we didn't fight with that kind of urgency earlier. I thought, you know, we were almost knocked out by the time we really fought. You know, that's on us. That's on me to get us to play with more urgency earlier in the game than we did. And they're a really good team. I mean, Hampson is you know, you got to do some things to take her away, and then really, especially early in that second half, she really hurt us coming out at halftime and made some plays, and you know, even early, you know, our plan was to cheat off the point guard, and she hit a couple shots early, so you know, like I said, I liked our fight, but we've got some, you know, we clearly have some offensive issues. We're 21% against Oklahoma and 30% today. We need to get better there, and you know, I felt like we definitely moved the ball better, especially in the second half, but you know, and we threw it inside and we attacked a little bit more, but you know, against 6-7, that's tough. But you know, BYU's a good team. We knew it was going to be a tough game, and just put ourselves in too deep of a hole.
Rhythm offensively, whether it's some long scoring droughts, I think you went 5-12, you had an 8-3 lead, you went 5-12 without scoring, you play your 5-40 without scoring in the second half. First 4 minutes you didn't score. What are you going to do to get that rhythm offensively?
Well, you know, we're a motion offensive team, so there's going to be times where we miss shots, but just we got to keep working to move the ball before we drive it. So, you know, what I said before the game was our philosophy needed to be to move it first and then move the ball first and then drive it. And I felt like we dribbled too much early in possessions in the first half. And you know, when we struggle, to me, is when we get a little dribble happy. That's not you know. Now there's times where we want to have Marissa. You know, we're going to call something for Marissa to drive it or ball screen or whatever. But just overall, we've got to get better at moving the ball without the dribble, because we're not a team that's going to consistently beat people off the dribble.
It got much bigger that we had to cut down at that lead, and I think we just let the gap get too big. And there's only like so much, like when you have a gap that large, there's only so much time on the clock, there's only so much you can do, and I think we struggled from the field, and we didn't do a good job of staying in front of drivers either. They got to the rim pretty easily, and when that happened, that means we had to rotate and help off of Handsome, which was basically like giving a wide open layup, and she catches it right off the glass, so there's not much you can really do about that.
Alexis, you had quite a matchup there with Hampson in that second half. What kind of challenge did the team face with that center that size?
Just definitely she like makes you double team her. So like whenever there's, I guess, like 2 people on her, we're always in constant rotation. So it definitely makes it difficult when you have to focus so much on one player. And we did our best, and there was only so much you can do to. If she's hitting shots, it's just kind of. So.
How much did the presence change the way the team worked offensively?
You know, I'd say it did, just in the fact that like we have Marissa and Mackenzie who like to drive into the lane versus shooting those jumpers, and I think that definitely caused us a little bit of problems, just not having them be able to get in the lane. But at the same time, I mean, we're kind of a 3-point shooting team, so you'd think it would almost be to our advantage if we really pull out and kind of make sure that we can get those wide open threes. But I mean, their guards did a good job. They did what they could be, and I think that we just weren't hitting the shots that we should have.
What did you do to get back in the game that night?
I think it's just one of those things where, like, you just say possession by possession, you just kind of got to chip away at that lead, and it starts with getting to stop this possession and scoring, and just keeping that up just stops and scoring. And I think even stops are more important, because that's what will lead to offense, especially if you get a steal or something, you can go right down the other way. So I think that mindset, and then I think once we kind of started chipping away at it and we got it down into single digits, I think we all kind of started thinking about last year and how we did it. We actually did come back, and so I think like having that in the back of our minds definitely helped a little bit too. So just that mindset.
I mean, like when you're missing shots, like you play a little timid, but then like Lauren hit that buzzer beater to like beat the shot clock. That kind of gave us a spark, and like we were able to get going a